Have you got Mark Striegl next?
Yeah, against
Chaz Skelly.
Chaz Skelly.
Mate, this is, what is the deal with Chaz Skelly? Why is it that he's such a high level wrestler, same as Ben Askren? Why are they shaped like that? Why is Mark Striegl look like an action figure, and Chaz Skelly looks like a SpongeBob model reject?
Yeah, it's strange.
It's odd, isn't it? Because he's a fucking nightmare of a fighter to face. Same as Ben Askren, and they were on that. So a few years ago, there was some very rich individual. I don't know many of the details. I just know a couple of fighters that were recruited. There was a very rich individual that decided they were going to build an MMA team called Team Takedown. And they were going to recruit Chaz Skelly and Ben Askren and Jared Rosholt and a few guys I trained with that were like on their way up through MMA, but had come from a really strong wrestling background. Like these guys were all fucking monsters, power wrestlers. But what's weird is that of all the guys that were signed, the ones that got to the highest level are the ones that look skinny fat, like Chaz Skelly. I can't figure it out, honestly. Because he just doesn't look like a dominant athlete, and he is. Yeah. Same as Jared Rosholt, he was a heavyweight and he looked the same. Same as Ben Askren, he's a welterweight and looked the same.
Maybe it's the unpredictability of how they look or something. People don't take them seriously when they...
I just don't get it. I don't know.
It's like a kind of a winged... I don't know how to describe it.
I would imagine wrestling with Chaz Skelly would be like being trapped under a massive bag of potatoes. I'm a big fan of his style. He's really awkward. He's a lot of fun to watch. He's got a problematic takedown game, which is going to be a nightmare for Striegl, who doesn't really like to strike.
Nah.
Striegl came over from one championship and he had some really good... He had a good performance there that he paid for towards the end of the fight. Got caught in a rear naked choke. And then he got Saeed, didn't he?
Yeah.
That was Fight Island, wasn't it?
That was a tough debut.
Horrible debut.
Yeah.
Horrible debut.
But he's got... I mean, between them, they've got 24 submissions.
That is...
Striegel's got 14.
Yeah. But then, so 14 submissions, and Chaz Skelly's got 10 submissions and 3 stoppages, 3 TKOs. But then Chaz Skelly's also been fighting in the UFC for a long time. So if you look at the talented fighters on his record, you start thinking to yourself, okay, experience is a massive thing here. Because what stood out to me is their records are exactly the same.
Yeah.
Right? Like 18-3 with 1 no contest. We can't look at average fight time because, unfortunately, Mark Striegel's first fight only lasted 51 seconds.
Yeah,
so that is his average.
NA there or something.
Yeah. But I think this is going to be a war of attrition, and I think Chaz Skelly is going to wear Mark Striegl down, and Striegel's going to shoot sloppy and get caught in a DAS or something.
Yeah, I had Chaz Skelly.
Yeah.
Just purely because of his UFC experience.
He is a nightmare of a fighter.
Yeah, and he's awkward. And Mark, he does seem a little bit like sharper in the striking range, but you can tell he's a little bit uncomfortable. And Chaz just seems really awkward and unpredictable, and he could just catch you with something. And yeah, I've gone for Chaz. Yeah,
he's like a more finely tuned Darren Elkins.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like a Darren Elkins that isn't so concerned about the damage part.
Yeah. Undamaged.
Undamaged Elkins. Oh, I like that. I felt bad for him in that Bobby Moffat fight as well. I was glad it was overturned to a no contest. Do you remember that when he was caught in the DAS choke and he was doing the Homer Simpson runaway?
Oh, yeah.
He was running, and then he stopped and he kind of stretched his arm out and the referee thought he was unconscious. I did feel bad for him. But he's a very, very slick grappler.
Yeah.
And I feel like Striegl... I think a lot of people around him will be expecting big things from him. I know there was a lot of hype around him when he was coming into the UFC because I called that debut when he fought Saeed. And there was just this buzz around him that I kind of felt was weighing on him a little bit. And then obviously when the fight didn't go his way, that's only going to compound that feeling going into this next one.
Yeah.
And Skelly's going to be there all day. You know, he's going to be there all day. If you're beating Skelly, it's... You know, it's deep water. I mean, the last person to stop him was, aside from the Bobby Moffat fight, which we don't count, obviously, because it's a no contest. Although it was a tight dance, and I will give him that credit. Jason Knight stopped him in the 3rd round back in 2017. And then there's a decision against Darren Elkins and a decision against Mirsad Bektic. Like, not easy fights by any stretch, and he fought, hard in all of them. And he's got good wins. Like Maximo Blanco ran at him, front kicked him in the chest, and danced him within, anacondaed him within 19 seconds. I just think Chaz Skelly's gonna have to work a bit harder for the fight, the victory here. But I think he's gonna sub Skelly. I think he's gonna sub Striegl in like the second or third round, like anaconda or Darce, something head and arm, for sure.
Yeah, I had Skelly will catch him with something.
Yeah,
but, it's just the experience as well. I think that's such a key thing.
Yeah, and the way he attacks Blanco as well.
Yeah,
like if he's able to get a hold of Striegl when he's dry, that's problems. That's problems.